Hello everybody, and welcome to my reaction of Five Nights at Freddy's. You're going to see all of my funny and scary reactions in this video here. Hope you enjoy. I enjoyed playing the game, and now I'm just showing the best bits to you guys. What Bonnie is.
Oh my god, this is tragic. Look at the fucking quality. That's the quality I downloaded the video at. That means I uploaded it looking like this. Oh my god, the Bandicam logo. I'm pretty sure I stole the way Markiplier basically celebrates as well. I completed 5 Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god, why? Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. I wanted to try and summarize my feelings on why I think Security Breach is so bad in my eyes, but to do that, to let you guys know how much of a thing horror is for me, I have to talk a bit more in depth, not just about Five Nights at Freddy's, not even the older games, but the games that I played when I was younger and subsequently released videos to on YouTube. I wanted to call this the ultimate horror retrospective, but I didn't play a lot of I played a lot of the popular ones, but I didn't play tons. I played kind of the big name ones, Outlast, Slender, Five Nights at Freddy's, and I kind of want to explore how those shaped my tastes today. As a certified Amnesia enjoyer, I'm currently playing through all of those. And I'll talk through how that game kind of plays with my expectations differently, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Say what you like about the Slender games, but you can't deny the impact that they had on the internet, YouTubers, and horror in general. Many people think back to Slender the 8 Pages, the one that started it all, but I'd like to guide you to a game made a little bit after that, made by Blue Isle Studios, called Slender the Arrival. This game was a descent into the woods to find out what happened to your missing friend, Kate. Now, I won't spoil any of the story here for you, but I'll talk a little bit about how the game scares you right now. So, you begin the game by walking down a long road to your old friend's house. When you realise she's not there, you hear a scream off into the woods, and you follow that voice to try and find her. The game is very much playing on the fear of the unknown. It holds back for the first chapter like every good horror game should do, but also knows that sound design is the most important part of any horror game. It really uses audio to freak you out. I mean, listen to this OST I'm playing right now. Doesn't it just burrow under your skin? It doesn't necessarily scare you, but it implies there is something to be scared of. An important part of the horror in this game comes from the fact that the reason why you are there is very reasonable. I can understand going to check in on a friend and help her sell her house, realise she's not there, then hear a scream in the woods and want to go check if she's okay. Let's for a second forget that we know that this is a Slender game. In the character's point of view, we are just trying to help out a close friend. It doesn't seem like from our character's point of view that anything sinister is afoot, other than maybe the creepy drawings on the wall. But maybe Kate has just not been doing so well recently. Maybe that's the reason why she needs us to help sell the house. We don't know. So, like the good friend we are, we investigate. The game is split into 9 chapters, and I do believe the biggest strength of this game is the story, written by the co-creators of Marble Hornets, the people who originally created the idea of Slenderman. The story not only sticks to its own rules, but reincorporates elements and enemies that you may see far away earlier on in the game. It feels cohesive. It feels like a one-and-done experience. I had a lot of fun with it, even though I was deeply scared of horror games back then, and still am now a little bit. Oh, there's another layer down. Shall we just do that?
There's more.
Wait.
Another layer down.
This is the same.
It's
this is the same layout. It's the same.
It's the same room.
It's the same.
It's the same layout.
I had fun playing this game, figuring out the mystery, and ultimately beating the game. There weren't many scripted jump scares, and the ones that were there gave you something to be scared of, and the chase scenes were wonderfully tense. The audio was great, the visuals were fantastic for the year it was released. Honestly, go and play this game if you missed it and you like that old school style of run and hide horror. It's a lot of fun. I thought I'd make this video a little bit special. These videos are no longer publicly available, but I've still got them, so how about we take a look at a couple of my favourite moments from the game, and however old I was back then version of me reacting to it.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Slender the Arrival. Right, now Slender, if you're going to use the toilet, I need to go first. There better not be a building. I'm tidying up all your pages. Oh, where is he, where is he, where is he, where is he, where is he? Lady. I know that your parents didn't love you. Shut up. I don't like that.
Slender the Arrival was a vital part of my childhood and forming my relationship with the horror genre. It wasn't just the scares that got me interested as well, it was the story. The way that it felt like the story was constantly happening a chapter ahead of you, and you were running in the wake of everything that was happening, trying to pick up the pieces. It's a really interesting gaming experience, and one that I'd recommend to anybody who says they're a horror fan. Then, not only a few months later, was the world graced with Outlast, basically an improved version of everything that Slender already did. For number one, the location was scarier, the missions were a bit more in-depth. We're still in 2013 here, don't get your hopes up too much for the indie scene, but now, hiding from an actual intelligent AI chasing you is possible. Now yes, everyone here is now shouting at me that Amnesia did it first, but I didn't play Amnesia here. This is from my perspective. And I also do believe, now that I have played Amnesia, while the running and hiding in that game was interesting, I do feel like Outlast perfected the feeling of running up the stairs at night with something chasing you. Whereas in Amnesia I found often, after I was hidden for a little moment, I was actually safe because the monster would leave and despawn. Now, of course, Outlast wasn't as impactful, it wasn't my first horror game, but the one that released after it, oh my god, it changed everything. Okay, well, it looks like my footage got deleted. I was gonna show, like, a compilation of things, and I had a funny scare. Looks like that didn't work, I'm gonna have to just play Night 4. So, why don't I give a bit of the video's commentary while actually playing? That would be funny. The audio quality would be worse, but you don't mind. Oh, Foxy. Right. So, shush. I think one of the most interesting things about this game is the resource management with the power, and also keeping tabs of their location. If you don't find the idea of things moving towards you unpredictably scary, like Chica, she's just disappeared. Where's she gone to in there? I don't even really need to check where they are. I should just be checking my door lights. But I'm not doing that because I'm busy talking to you guys, so I can maybe get a funny reaction gif of when I get eventually jump scared. I don't like this. The claustrophobic room, the limited viewing angle, you can't look where you want to, you can't look up or down. I think that adds so much to that. Where is she? Where is she? Hello? 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 Oh, good lord, you are already on the way. I can hear it warbling in my ear. Oh, it's fucking... Right, okay. Move! Go away! Our power may be 20, and our time may be 4, but this doesn't feel nice at all. Fuck, quick! No, wait! Isn't he gonna kill me? If I ain't putting those headphones back on, that screamer can go fuck itself. Where is he? Where is he? I don't want to open the camera. That's it, I'm just hands-offing it. I can't do anything. Stop, Foxy. Fuck! Do I need to introduce this game to you? I don't think I do I? I mean, take a look at how many views Markiplier's video has. Five Nights at Freddy's was a huge moment in pop culture, and I believe this is fully down to the game's mechanics and its ability to use random numbers to create an incredible sense of tension and danger. Say what you want about the fandom, but this game was designed perfectly. Watching these creatures make their way towards your room with you effectively powerless other than just shutting a door in their face. It's scary. I can hear it warbling in my ear. It's not just about the jump scare, it's about the threat of losing the progress of that night. It is about watching yourself actively make decisions that will screw you over nearer the end of your run. Did you have the cameras on for too long? Well, then you're out of power. Oh, did you just let an animatronic into your room? You can't use the cameras anymore. All these little things stack together to the point where your brain is trying to think of 5 different things at once, and all of these things will kill you if you lose a second of interest on them. It's great horror game making. Add on top of that a tutorial that actively lies to you, something that Amnesia does itself. You know Amnesia, the game with the sanity meter? That sanity meter doesn't fucking do anything. They came out and said it in an interview. That sanity meter is just to add stress. I mean, yeah, your screen goes a bit wobbly, but it doesn't affect how the AI sees you at all. It's just another thing to worry about. At its heart, Five Nights at Freddy's is a very replayable survival horror game with some brilliant resource management thrown in the mix. I think that this game perfected the Five Nights at Freddy's DNA instantly, and every other game after it, while there are still some that I enjoy, they never quite reach the heights of this one. And so, with that, my young little mind was poisoned with the new addiction that is horror games. I would play a couple here and there, but I didn't really record them much. I had school to worry about. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is a difficult one for me. I was really excited for its release. I mean, a free roam Five Nights at Freddy's, what's not to be excited about? But I feel like I was a bit naive in expecting such a big project to go so successfully from such a small company. And I want to get this out of the way first. I have nothing but respect for Steelwool for making a game. I mean, I know how difficult it is, I've tried before, and oh boy am I never doing that again. And even just getting a game released is an incredible feat of its own, but as a fan of this series, I am so deeply disappointed by Security Breach and Ruin. Yes, by this point in my recording, Ruin has released, I'll get to it. The biggest issue that this game faces is its over-ambition. They tried way too many different things for the game to feel like a coherent single thing. This is notably where Ruin improves upon Security Breach. It has a structure, it is you getting from point A to point B following a story, no matter how obvious the twist in the story is. I mean, come on, did any of you guys believe Gregory? I mean, especially after the books, and I'm not gonna get into the books! Sorry, I lost my composure there. I didn't mean to imply that linear games are better than the more open type of game that Security Breach is trying to be. I meant for this studio in particular, it seems like they've got a better grasp of creating this linear experience instead of giving you this open world to force your way through. Now, I was debating whether to talk about the very clear shift in target audience in this franchise, but I feel like I'm gonna mostly just leave it at an offhand comment like this. I don't have a problem with Five Nights at Freddy's changing its target audience to a noticeably younger demographic. I mean, it was never really aimed at adults anyway. I mean, take a look at how old I was when I was playing the first game.
Hello everybody!
but I do believe that they have at least some sort of need to cater to the fans of the franchise who are older now. I don't find Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach to be any type of scary. There is 1 or 2 segments that are remotely tense, that being Moon's daycare segment when he isn't broken and trapped on something, or the Endo segment, which I think is the best part of the game because, you know, the Weeping Angel mechanic is great. It's scary. Do scary things, horror game, please, I beg. Now, does Five Nights at Freddy's need to be scary? Well, I mean, if you take a look at every other game in the franchise, it is a bit of a wild turn of events that this game is so lackluster in the scare department. I mean, the only other game in this series that is as scary as this one is probably FNAF World, and that's only because having to play FNAF World is scary within itself. But AJ, I hear you ask, what about the lore? Right. I'm just gonna say it, FNAF 6 to me is the canon ending of Five Nights at Freddy's. I liked Help Wanted, don't get me wrong, it was a great game, and it was gonna take the series in a new and interesting direction. Glitch Trap, I'm okay with that, that's an interesting idea for the series. Vanny? I'm so interested in that character. That's such an interesting idea to have this kind of like security character coming in and being infected by the evil kind of code that is William Afton now. And like having this new villain be infested with the mind of the old villain. Cool thing, Help Wanted. And then Security Breach just doesn't show her at all. Where is Vanny? She's behind you, running. That's it. She has her own ending, but what the shit happens in that ending? Disassemble Freddy. Then Freddy dies and that's like it. There's nothing, there's no payoff, you just set up an interesting character and then just go, and forget about her. Is there lore? Am I missing lore? Is there stuff here? I thought she was meant to be the new villain, but no, you just brought back William Afton, who is dead and gone! Like, he was meant to be dead in FNAF 6, I don't care if his fucking catchphrase is I always come back. His character's story had a beginning, middle, and end! There's nothing else to do after the end, just let him die! Picture this. You wake up in your house to hear sounds of something crawling through the walls. You walk around looking for any member of your family, but no one can be found. So you continue walking, following scraps of paper, a haze in your head clouding your judgment and memory. What happened? Or maybe the better question to ask is, what did you do? Welcome to the horrifying little world that is the Amnesia games. Now, I have finished one of the games, that's Amnesia Bunker. I have played through half of both The Dark Descent and A Machine for Pigs. I'm still trying to play through them at the moment. Got a lot going on, so I don't have a lot of time to actually sit down and play. And I have yet to play any of Rebirth, but I do have all of them downloaded, so I will get round to them at some point. The big thing for me that keeps me coming back to these Amnesia games, even though I have pauses between my plays of them, is the incredible atmosphere that they're able to build just off of sound design. It comes back to what I found Slender was doing really well, and it is the implication of danger. For me, the best example of this is in Amnesia the Bunker, where if you make any little mistake or any little move that makes too much noise, you knock something over, you open a door with a mine attached to it or something like that, the consequences of your actions are very much telegraphed to you through the most horrifying noise I think I've ever heard. I feel like I should also put this here. I know that Amnesia has a completely different target audience to Security Breach. The only reason why I'm really bringing it up is, yet again, I feel like instead of this video being a review of the games, it's more like my reflection on the state of horror at the moment. And Amnesia the Bunker is the very best of what horror has to offer here in 2023. So, I'll be the first to admit, this video is an absolute mess. And I'm gonna give you some excuses before we finish up this little bit here. I've been recording this video over, like, multiple months. I was trying to... At first, I was going to do a FNAF series review. And I very quickly realised I was just repeating myself over and over for a bunch of the games. So I thought then, oh, I'll just do FNAF 1 and Security Breach. And then I was like, oh, but Security Breach is so closely linked to some of the other horror games that I used to play, and I think are arguably better. So I started talking about Slender. Then I played Amnesia, and I was like, well, this gotta go in the video. So apologies for the absolute jumbled mess. Blame my brain, not me. I thought, let's just end this video with a gameplay segment of Amnesia the Bunker for Halloween. Let's just top it all off. Let's prove my point. Let's show you how scary this game can be. I'm going to do a new game. As you can see, I've only ever played it on normal, and easy is only for that silly little speedrun video that I did. No. Today we're doing Shell Shock. Extreme difficulty, masochists only. We're going to go until I die. So that's the, it might be... I mean, you can see how long the video is. Don't spoil it for yourself now. Because I don't know. And if I don't know, you're not allowed to know. I'm just coming out of a cold as well recently, so... let's skip the intro. I know how to play an Amnesia game. Oh, and if you're wondering why the light on my face flickers a bit, I'm playing it by candlelight, even though it is about 12 PM at the moment. It just felt right, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna try and not spoil anything, like, before it happens. But most of this game is unscripted, or at least the encounters with the monster are unscripted. The story obviously was written. Sorry, I've got really bad neurospicy today. My brain is just not allowing me to think in a straight line. It's deciding to fucking go all squiggly with it. Hello, Shell Shock difficulty. Right. Throw a chair for good luck. Let's go. If the monster comes out in this segment, I'm actually gonna be a bit sad. Shut up. Don't pull that shit with me, young man. So I've gotten all these things before. We got fuel. Look at the bodies, right. Oh my god, shut up! He comes through those. He isn't here? He isn't here. He isn't here. There's meant to be a guy that gives me a gun. Well, that's not good. That's actually the opposite of good. That's quite bad. That's really bad. How am I meant to get through the lock then? Oh no. Is that something I can pick up? No, okay. Well, my guess is then that it's got no padlock on it and I'm just being dumb. Am I being dumb? I'm being dumb. There's no padlock on it. Wooden doors! Wooden doors! Fucking wooden doors! Oh, we are so fucked. We are... Okay, I thought shell shocked would mean like, oh yeah, we've just made the monster a bit more difficult. No, they've like actively changed. What? What? No way. No way, you gotta spend fuel to save? That's mad. That's mad. That is fucking mad. I've got to choose between progress or safety? Oh my god. I can do both. It's giving me nothing. This is harsh, is what this is. I don't feel good. I've read all these before. Yeah, we've got 4 fuels, so that's actually not the worst. TM. I have a very strong feeling that things are gonna go wrong. A whole canister? I can't even, like... I thought it would split a canister in half or something. Be like, oh, you can use the other half to save again. No, it is, like, dead on just. That's what you get. I forgot to do this before the, before I saved, so I'm gonna have to do that if I die. Well, if I die, the video just ends, by the way. That's the thing now. Keep it on at all times. The fucker hates light. Sure he does. Here he comes. Right. Now, because I played the game before, I do have the privilege of knowing where the items, or some of the spawned items are. Because there's one, I think there's one that is got to be spawned here. 8564. Let you know. As Markiplier said, is there war still occurring? I love that when it says you can carry more items in your inventory, it means one. It means you can carry... Ah! Ah! Okay, we're saving fuel. We're hiding. We wait for the light to stop flickering. If that's our tell. Use some of the fuel that we got. Okay. This monster will definitely kill me in one shot, by the way. That's why, like, I'm so scared by it even, like, announcing itself anywhere. Don't want to land on that. It makes a loud noise. No. Go away. Go away. Okay. 8564. Where's he going? Like Zoink Scoop, he's in the... He's in the walls. Lock it! Quick! Stop fuel consumption! Save the planet! What is this? These fuse symbol thingies? That's new. I've not seen that in the game before. I guess we should do the arsenal segment. We need to go get the dynamite from the arsenal. I don't have a gun yet. That's like the other thing. I've got no defense against this thing now. I truly just have to run. What's that noise? Welcome to the arsenal. Oh, the rat pack's here. Right. Any fuel is good fuel. What the fuck is this? It's like a breaker box. Don't tell me the monster can, like, break the breaker box. Okay. There he is! Bleeding. Oh, he can sniff my blood. Don't. I can't go near it, but I need to. Mm-hmm. Fuck off! I'm having a stare down with a fucking rat. I don't know the arsenal code. I forgot I need the arsenal code. I can't run past this rat, because that will definitely trigger him. But I can't walk past the rat, because the rat will bite me and it might kill me. So I'm gonna... They're coming! This is bad, man. This is bad. Okay, like, is that just gonna keep getting worse? I don't have anything for that. I don't have anything for that. Is that, I'm gonna die! I don't want to die just being silly, so let's try and get this arsenal code without wasting any fuel. Because I have a feeling that's what the game wants me to do. Oh, I remember, I've got to go into the soldiers' quarters. I remember now. It's like down here. I'm sorry, I've got to run. I've got to find a bandage or something. Bandage or 2 cloths. It's a tripwire. I saw that. He's here. You snitches! You fucking snitches! Get out of here! I'm just gonna die in a closet. Surrounded by rats. He's not gonna go away, I don't have the power on. ¡No! ¡No habla español!